Okay, so want to show off this deluxe cooking blender, and honestly, I'm going to use it a lot more this fall and in the winter, because this cooking blender is so awesome, and I'm gonna be doing a lot more soups and stuff, I think, this winter. But the one thing that I make all the time is the peanut butter, and the recipe comes right in this cookbook that comes with the blender. And there's a lot of recipes in here, but there's like a page and a bunch of recipes for each setting. So we have the smoothie setting, and then it gives you some recipes for different smoothies, and tells you what order to put the ingredients in for the best results. There's an alternative milk setting, so you can make cashew milk, almond milk, grind setting, so that's all of your nut butters. And there's also Facebook groups for recipes. I think I'm in one that's a consultants only, but I think they have one for guests too. So here's heated puree. So this book comes with the blender, and I'm gonna go to, yes, and this is the dirtiest page. I'm gonna go to the grind setting page, and I'm gonna do my nut butter. So I've tried cashew and almond. I don't like the flavor as much as I do with peanut butter. So I am going to start this out. You don't need any oil. You use half a teaspoon of salt, but since I'm using cocktail peanuts, there's already salt in them. So I don't add anything other than peanuts to my blender for peanut butter. So there's a little switch on the side here to turn it on, and it calls for 3 cups, which I know is half of this jar. I can make 2 batches of peanut butter with this, and there's these measurements on the side. So here's 3 cups, and I don't know, you could probably do a double batch. So then I'm gonna put the lid on. And then it makes that cute little noise when you know that it's locked. And then it just says, replace the lid, lock, turn the wheel to the grind setting. And hit start. And it's gonna get kind of loud, so bear with me. But I think this cycle is only like 2.5 minutes. So I'm gonna take off the top too, because I'm gonna push the nuts down in the beginning with the damper. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So I'm gonna walk away so you can hear me. So it's heating while it's grinding the nuts. So when it's done, you might even be able to see the steam when I open the top. We store ours in the fridge because it's really, really soupy. And you'll see that when it's done and I pour it. But after it cools, and if you keep it in the fridge, it has a really nice consistency. So it's easier to spread and it's just not just soupy. When I use it for baking, like I think I have a video of making protein muffins. Then I use it more, I use it soupy, it's easier to work with. So it should be just about done. So I'm gonna head back in the kitchen. Okay. And then it beeps. So I'm just gonna pop it off here and take off the top. See, yep, I don't know. Can you see that steam? And then, let's see, here's a 2-cup prep bowl. And I'm just gonna pour it into here. And I hope you could hear me while it was grinding. But if you couldn't hear me, it comes out really soupy. But once you put it in the fridge, it settles really nice and it's easy to spread. So we put in 3 nuts. We got out about 2 1/4 cups of peanut butter, and I'm just gonna, oh my gosh, all my scrapers are in the dishwasher. They're clean, but I'm just gonna get out a little bit more. And then the really cool thing about this blender too, it's actually probably the coolest feature, I think, because I hate dishes, but the blender cleans itself. So check this out. I'm gonna put in some hot water, and then, okay, it doesn't even have to be hot. I said hot water, but I just put in regular tap water, and then like 2 drops of dish soap. I'm gonna put it back on here. Put the lid on. Then I'm gonna turn it to the heated wash setting. And so if you see, the temperature is set to 140. And then when I hit go, it's going to heat the water up. And then when the water gets to 140, it's gonna pulsate like it just did, kind of, until it's done. And then I might just have to like wipe out the lid because some of the water might not get all the way to the top, and clean out the lid. So you see that is at 95 degrees. It's heating up. And it is dishwasher safe too, so every few times, if it starts to get a little scummy or whatever, I just pop this whole pitcher into the dishwasher. And if I know I'm not gonna need to use it for a few days, I might just pop the lid into the dishwasher right away too, because like I said, the water doesn't quite get up all the way. But yeah, so I'll show you a picture of the end result after it's done cleaning, because this is pretty amazing. Genius on Pampered Chef's part. it got up to the 140 degrees, and now the timer is set for, I think it was like 2 minutes and 20 seconds that it's just gonna go through here. It's gonna go through. And finish cleaning the blender.